American animals that would destroy European ecosystems. Before we do get into this, make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel. There's like 80% of you guys that aren't subscribed, so it would mean a lot if you guys can do that. Let's jump straight into this and see what we got, man.
When an animal is introduced into an ecosystem where it doesn't belong, that ecosystem usually suffers massive negative impacts.
Right.
Introduced species can hunt and compete with native species, and they can also alter habitats and cause damage to infrastructure and farming. This is of course not the animal's fault, as they are simply trying to survive.
Yo, imagine like an alligator, right, in the UK. Oh, yo, we'll all be dead. Bro, the UK started. We'll all be dead. Bro, it'll be alligators versus humans.
And in the vast majority of cases, humans are behind their introduction. All continents around the world are affected by invasive species. But in today's video, I will be focusing on just two continents, North America and Europe.
Right.
These two continents are home to a vast array of wildlife. And in some cases, they...
What are they? What are... Huh?
And in some cases, they even share some wildlife. Certain species can be found in both North America and Europe, with some great examples being the moose, the northern pike, the red fox, and the brown bear. As well as this,
I forgot about bears. Bears in the... Oh, wow. Yeah. For a second, just imagine like the UK with American animals. Yo, we'll be doomed. We would be doomed. Wait, what is this place? Oh, this place is really nice. Wait, is that a road? No wonder you guys like driving so much. Wait, is that a road or a bridge? I can't figure out. Oh, it's a bridge, I think. Yeah, it's a bridge. It's too narrow.
Both continents seem to have animals that are very similar to each other, such as the American and European bison.
Wait, was it a road? Oh, I don't even know. One of you guys have to tell me, man. American bison, European bison. Oh, I didn't even know we had bison in Europe.
The North American and Eurasian beaver, and the North American and Eurasian otters. Right. Even though the North American and European ecosystems can be quite similar, they are still both home to unique species that could cause problems if they were introduced outside of their native range. There are already plenty of North American creatures that are invasive in Europe, such as the North American beaver, the American mink, the signal crayfish, and the...
Oh, never mind. The mink has something in his mouth, bro. I thought it was actually his face. I thought this was his face, bro. Crayfish.
Raccoon. Of course, this also works the other way around, as there are plenty of European creatures that are invasive in North America.
Beautiful.
Some great examples are the common starling, the European green crab, the zebra mussel, and the brown trout. In this video, I won't be focusing on creatures that are already invasive, but instead I will be focusing on certain North American creatures that could cause major problems in Europe.
Yeah, I'm just imagining one day I'm walking with my granny, you know, at the park. 1 second she's here. I turn around, next second, granny's in an alligator's mouth. Hell no, bro. Yo, hey, America, keep your alligators, bro. Our country is too small for that.
I think certain North American animals would be able to take advantage of weaknesses in the European ecosystem, and if they were introduced, they would cause major problems. The first North American creature we will be taking a look at is the coyote. Coyotes are among the most iconic North American mammals, but today in some areas they're seen as a pest. Just like...
Are they just like a little bit more like aggressive fox though?
Any other intelligent canines, coyotes do very well in urban areas. They can live right under our noses in suburbs and cities, and every major city in the US has a coyote population.
Really?
They are often seen as a negative animal to have around, as they will eat garbage and eat pets. But in more rural areas, they are a...
Yeah, I hear that coyotes are a really big problem in America for like pets, man. Oh.
Positive creature to have around, garbage and eat pets. But in more rural areas, they are a positive creature to have around. They will hunt certain creatures that are seen as pests, such as rodents and insects. And they will also hunt more dangerous creatures, such as venomous snakes. Coyotes in rural areas are also more shy than coyotes in cities, so they tend to cause less problems. The reason I think coyotes would do so well in Europe is simply because they're so intelligent and adaptable. They could easily live in and around certain European cities, and in these areas they would have little competition. One animal that could stand in their way is the red fox. This fox is also found in their native North America. When these two species meet in the wild, it can get quite ugly, and the coyotes usually displace or kill the foxes.
Oh, wow.
Currently, quite a few red foxes inhabit large European cities, and if coyotes were introduced into Europe, they would displace them. In their native North America, coyotes have quite a few predators to keep their numbers under control, and luckily quite a few of these predators can also be found in Europe. Golden eagles, wolves, and bears would hunt coyotes in Europe.
Wait, where are the bears in Europe, bro?
But of course, most of these
Wait, it just said
under
eagles.
control, and luckily quite a few of these predators can also be found in Europe. Golden eagles, wolves, and...
You're telling me a golden eagle is taking on a coyote and killing it? That right there. This right here. What? Like, I know eagles are big, but what?
Bears would hunt coyotes in Europe. But of course, most of these predators rarely enter cities. This is why I believe they could cause...
Oh, yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I can't remember the last time I went into a city and I just seen a bear strolling, you know, shopping. I can't remember the last time I've ever seen that.
Problems in European cities. And the raccoon has already proved that North American animals can survive in European cities. The coyote might come into trouble in southeastern Europe, because this is where you can find the golden jackal. This canid is very similar in size and appearance to the coyote, and it would get into a very fierce battle competing with it. So if the coyote was introduced into Europe, I think it would cause major problems. But of course, it would be extremely unlikely for anyone to try and release this animal outside of its native range.
Right. The main problem then is just animal wars. The coyote would just be fighting a bunch of animals for, like, you know, right a place.
The next North American animal we will be taking a look at is the largemouth bass. The largemouth bass is a carnivorous freshwater game fish, and it's extremely popular with fishermen.
Oh, why does it face so weird? But why would this destroy European ecosystems? Huh?
With fishermen. It's extremely aggressive and will put up a good fight. And this is one of the main reasons why it's been introduced into many countries around the world.
Massive!
The largemouth bass is famously one of the worst invasive fish in the world.
Really?
And it's even responsible for some extinctions. They've been blamed for the extinction of the Atitlan grebe in Guatemala. And they've been blamed for the extinction of some small cyprinids in Japan.
Wait, you're telling me a fish is eating birds? A fish, bro, and I mean like a small fish. I don't know. I need a comparison, like of the fish and the bird.
When you compare the ecosystems of North America and Europe, you can find the most difference in the freshwater ecosystems. North America and Europe share a few freshwater species, but North America has far more predatory fish.
Right.
There are many different species of trout and sunfish, and there are even more prehistoric species such as the gars and bowfin. Europe has its own predatory fish such as perch, pike and zander, and even giants such as large catfish and sturgeon. Despite this, there are far less predatory fish in European waters as there are in North American waters. And this is why the largemouth bass would be such a success in European waters.
But it just kill everything.
Strangely, this fish's inclusion on this list is not hypothetical, as it has already been introduced into Europe. Today it's by no means widespread, but it can be found over large areas of Portugal and Spain, which are the two countries that are home to the most invasive fish in Europe.
Right.
As they face little competition, they are spreading at an alarming rate, and many European countries have now been put on alert. So unfortunately, this fish's introduction into Europe is not hypothetical, and hopefully it doesn't spread much further.
Wait, but like, what kind of, like, how would it destroy the European eco? Would it just kill everything? Like all the small fishes and stuff? Is that what it would do?
The final North American animal we will be taking a look at is unsurprisingly the American alligator.
Right, yeah.
This giant crocodilian is native to the southeastern United States. And it's one of just two species in its genus. The other is the much smaller Chinese alligator, and this species is also a lot rarer. The American alligator is one of the largest native reptiles in North America, but strangely it also has to battle invasive species. Florida is one of the worst affected areas when it comes to invasive species, and this means that the American alligator has a lot of predators to compete with. In recent years, it's had to battle Burmese pythons and caiman, but luckily it usually comes out on top.
Look at these, bro. Yo, imagine this in the UK. Yo. Bro, it would be so scary. And I think because, like, especially the UK is tiny, right? So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like they'll just kill everything. I feel like they would just kill everything.
As the American alligator is the apex predator of its ecosystem, it would certainly cause problems elsewhere. There's no doubt that it would prey on native European species, but the real question is if it would be able to survive in Europe. Even though alligators can survive cold snaps, they need warm weather throughout most of the year. This is why they're limited to mostly the southern states.
Oh, well, you're not gonna... Yeah, they ain't coming to the UK. It's too cold, man. They ain't coming here.
And this means that they wouldn't be able to survive in most of Europe.
Right.
Famously, Europe is one of the few continents without any native crocodilians, but there are a few places where they could survive. There are a few warmer wetlands in Spain and Italy, and the American alligator would be quite happy in these areas. They would have plenty of fish to feed on, such as the aforementioned Wales catfish, and they would also feed on many of the native semi-aquatic mammals.
Oh, I thought he was going to say natives and just end it there. Yeah, alligators. Hey, just go to Spain, man. Just feed on the people, bro. Like, what?
Wales catfish. And they would also feed on many of the native semi-aquatic mammals.
Right.
Of course, their young would be taken out by some predators, but once they reach a certain size, nothing would be able to take them down. They could become the masters of southern European wetlands, but luckily they wouldn't be able to spread very far north.
Yeah, you lot stay in the south.
Way for an American alligator.
Oh, that's so cute. Do you reckon people have alligators as pets? Maybe to like a certain age, right? Until they can then like kill you.
American alligator to make its way to Europe is through the pet trade. And thankfully they are illegal to keep in most European countries.
Oh.
This hopefully means that they will never make their way to Europe. Because if they did, they would certainly take over some freshwater ecosystems.
Oh yeah, for sure. Imagine one day you're just strolling through Europe and you just come past upon this big ass alligator in there. What?
I think there's any other North American animals that could have made over some freshwater ecosystems. If you think there's any other North American animals that could have made it in this video, then let me know down in the comments below.
That'd be cool, actually.
Watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked it, please leave a like.
Really good video. Enjoyed that. Make sure you guys go and subscribe to the person that made this video. It's in the description. But yeah, let me know what kind of animals you guys think would be bad in European ecosystems. Just take one of your crazy animals over there and place them in the UK. Which one do you think would be crazy over here? Enjoy that. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. I'm live every single day on Twitch on TV/Alfred. If you guys want to check me out over there, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.